Hi again, Earthlings. So this update is again about Prometheus, and it's also about our liver, which is going to be an important subject for the year of the dragon. Now, so in 700 BCE, Hesiod wrote that Zeus bound Prometheus in fetters and drove a stake through those fetters on the Caucasus Mountains, and set an eagle upon Prometheus to devour his liver by day, which regenerated each night and was consumed again the next day. The liver was used in divination in the ancient times, and there's like these artifacts and they're of livers, and they've got all these different markings on them about different things to do with divination. Now, the liver is where our umbilical cord is on the inside. In the beginning, when we were in the womb, now I wondered, it was a couple of years ago, and I was like playing with my belly button, and I was like, where does it go? Like when we were in the womb and we've got the placenta and it's feeding into us and with the cord, but where is it going? Is it going into our stomach? What's actually happening? So I looked up and it's going into our liver. So the cord itself goes up and into our liver. And first it was fed directly off the placenta. Now, which of course was is called the tree of life. So we have a silver cord which is attached to our spirit while we're embodied. While the spirit is embodied within us, it has a silver cord, so it can come and it can go. The soul can only go once, and when the soul leaves our body, we die. But our consciousness can come and go. Excuse me. So yes. So what was I going on about? Our silver cord is attached to our spirit, and that keeps our spirit attached to our body. Even though it leaves the body, can come back to the body by the silver cord. Now, Prometheus has the prophetic knowledge of the future son, destined to overthrow Zeus, and he refuses to reveal to Zeus who the mother is. And it is this reason why Zeus sends his eagle to eat the secret knowledge. Prometheus refuses to confess and thus has to endure the torture until the giant Hercules comes and kills the eagle. Now, as a side note I've written here, this may be why Jesus was pierced on the right side, because they pierced his liver and not his heart, because they thought that a bleeding liver was a fatal wound, but not that great spirit. He still managed to survive. And thank gosh, the good Lord, they didn't get his heart. In the 5th century BC, there was a play called Prometheus Bound, and in the play, Prometheus declares that he has benefited humanity by teaching divination, the invention of useful arts, giving them fire, teaching them animal domestication, astronomy, mathematics, and navigation. How interesting is this? And I was thinking about it because Prometheus gave man fire, and man had fire, and we were doing all these great creative works. Let's just say we were making glass, and we were smelting metals, making jewelry, and we had our fires going, we were cooking up some foods and all this sort of stuff. Zeus was a very, very, very jealous god. He is not for humankind. And so he took fire away from man. Now, Prometheus was like, sweet, I'll just steal it back. Now, I was wondering about the Olympic torch relay, right? And they've got like that cone, and they run and they pass it to the next person, and it's got the fire in it, and then they light the big fire, and then it's like they started the Olympics. So I feel that this is performed in remembrance of Prometheus. I think Prometheus ran down from the Olympus mountain, and he passed the cone to man, and man lit a fire, and then he ran and he passed the cone to the next man and lit a fire, and passed the cone to the next man, and it was like this relay, and boom, 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 fire was back in everybody's homes. Now, in Chinese medicine, our liver is yin, so it's receptive in nature. And when our qi, life force energy, is in free flow, we have a harmonious interaction with the flow of our blood. In Chinese medicine, our liver governs our tendons. It is reflected in our nails, and it houses our ethereal body. So ethereal, ether, air, spirit. Our liver secretes bile into the gallbladder. So we've got a liver, and then just under our liver we've got a small little bladder. It's called the gallbladder. That's where, like the gall of it's supposed to go into our liver, okay? Dysfunction of the liver is a sour taste in the mouth, jaundice, anger, stiffness of the limbs. Eating oranges detoxifies our liver, stimulating the flow of bile from the liver into the gallbladder. When we feel the emotions of rage or fury, we must eat an orange. We must eat an orange. Or citrus, or our liver will become unbalanced. Anger itself is not a disorder, but storing it or harboring it will cause detriment to the healing, the health of our liver. And it's like, say you're upset about something, but you don't want to say anything to them about it because, you don't want to hurt their feelings, but you're irritated, you're frustrated, and you hold it in instead of just saying, listen, that really irritated me, this, or I'm really frustrated about that, or, made me angry when this happened. You've just got to share those words. By saying the truth, it never causes a bad thing, it causes a good thing, okay? So always remember to share your words. To share just to explain that you did feel anger or you did feel this. Get it out of you. Repressing our anger causes resentment, and that greatly limits our qi flow because it is unresolved and causes depression. Depression always happens in the spirit, when the spirit feels pushed down. And resentment. So our auric field, when we harbor anger, it's sort of just like goes to the field and it comes back into our liver. So it's just sort of like going, it's almost like a pulsing, and until we express it, it's almost like we're receiving it all the time into our liver, you see. So that's why we don't harbor our anger, okay? So next is the liver is responsible to the smooth flow of our qi energy, and qi balances our emotional states. So we've got like this thing going on. So anger gives us the energy to assert our needs, to defend what we believe in, to focus and to act. But if our qi flow isn't free, it's creating blocks in connecting with others, and it creates walls in relationships. Anger is not a personality flaw, it is a health matter. Anger can be caused by hunger, lack of sleep, pain, and threats to our values. Our liver is about growth and regeneration. Standing firm in our convictions, the best remedy to remove stagnation in the liver is apple cider vinegar. Make up a drink bottle with some lemon juice and some apple cider vinegar and fill it up with water, and it will remove a fatty liver. It will cleanse a fatty liver. It will take the fat away from the liver. And what's the fat? The fat is a toxin buildup. Now, massaging the dorsal of the foot between the first and second toe area. I'm going to show you where it is. If I can do this. Yeah, I can. And see, the dorsal area is this part here. And we massage in here. So, massage the toe area stimulates the meridian to remove harbored anger and increase circulation of our chi. And then we dance or we go for a walk for full restoration. This meridian goes all the way up to our eyes. Our visual ability is dependent on the blood flow of our liver. So the eyes are the windows of the soul. Now, our soul is viewing from the inside, from our crown chakra, viewing, our soul views, and the meridian that our spirit is attached to from our liver goes through our feet all the way to our eyes. So that's extremely interesting. Quite a lot of our body there, consciousness from the feet to the eyes. Now, it's important that I mention alcohol. So, al-kuhl, the Arabic word from which the word alcohol is derived, al-kuhl means body-eating spirit. The environment in our liver becomes so toxic that our spirit has to leave our body. It has no choice but to do this. And this is the very moment that other entities enter our body and take it for a spin. That is why we have no recollection of what happened when we get drunk. Our consciousness cannot enter our body until our liver has flushed out the intoxication. That is why bottled spirits, especially the ones on the dark side, but even jinn, open our body up to demons, jinn or genies to inhabit. Not permanently, but they can get used to being with you if you're on the bottle all the time, the bottled spirits. And they do not deal with the consequences. You have to. They possess your body, but it's you that did it. You know what we're working with here? Another spirit has inhabited your body, but the blame, the finger is pointed directly at you. And you're like, I don't remember. Now, alcohol is used for two reasons. People use alcohol for two reasons. It's a solution for some happiness, or it's an escapism from the pain of life. It always offers us this first, and that's its trick. It is a billion-dollar industry. Alcohol and the mission. And the mission is to Why do you think that alcohol is available all the time? It is because the forces that are trying to enslave us in this world that we are stuck in, laying on top of our realm of paradise, it's a form of control. It's just another form of control. So alcohol is used for two reasons. It always offers billion-dollar business. Now, the mission of using alcohol, getting you to buy the alcohol and all this stuff, that's why it's legal to have alcohol. Whereas, in a lot of countries, like my country, marijuana is illegal, but it has a lot more health benefits. It's compatible with the body, whereas alcohol is not compatible with the body. So anyway, it's a billion-dollar industry, and the mission of this industry is to trap you, to enslave you, so that an entity can possess your body. Alcohol only serves bad, it never serves good. Stay consciously aware of this. Now, the Kali Yuga age began with Krishna. A lot of people worship Krishna, but say a lot of people worship Zeus, And I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes here, but that the Krishna was the one who started a war between two families, and the Kali Yuga began because of this family war, and we've been at war ever since, and especially there is a lot of war in families, and I want to bring it back to alcohol because there's a lot of dysfunction caused by alcohol in the family unit. So I believe that the first step in creating the new reality of moving beyond the Kali Yuga is back to uniting the family. Now, I don't mean that we're going to do it physically this year, but what I am going to do physically this year is create the energy of compassion, generosity, and kindness. So we want a lot of that energy to start coming out into the field and overpowering the Kali Yuga. There's just so much conflict in families, and some of it's not even to do with alcohol, so a lot of it's to do with money. Someone just has a bad feeling about, someone in their family, and oh gosh, it's just awful what's going on in the whole world. And I think the Kali Yuga will end when families can unite once more with compassion, with forgiveness, with generosity and kindness. So the year of the dragon is going to be an extremely important year. It's an energetic year. And when I looked it up, well, I didn't look it up. It was on my Facebook. Oh, sorry, it's on my YouTube. There was it's not a good year in China for men to get married, but it's a great year for women. So I'm not saying it's only woman's power coming with this dragon year, but perhaps it might be that we should listen to women more. Women, not females. Remember the distinction. So I'm hoping that by the time we begin the year of the dragon, I think we should do a lot more meditating, and of course Proverbs 8. Woman was there right at the beginning, so there's more to come, and I'm still researching all I can about Pandora, and hopefully I'll be able to share it with you soon. Anyway, much love, ka kite, and thank you so much, and let's hope that the year of the dragon can be a real turnaround, because it's such a creative power dragon, and the wood dragon means spring, so that's a beginning, and I feel that we're on the verge of a whole new beginning, a real one, and I can feel it, and heaps of people can feel it too. We're just so close. So a lot of meditating this year should be a great thing to do, and a lot of focusing on generosity and compassion and forgiveness and empathy. So yes, I wish you all the best, and I'll talk soon. Okay, ka kite.